The one thing I could say about James Harden is he's not playoff bound. He has not been a good playoff player. Let's be honest here. If you're a basketball fan and you know who James Harden is, I remember when he played for OKC. I remember when they played Miami in the finals with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant in the primes of their career. He was sixth man of the year. He did not show up in the finals. He did not. He goes to the Rockets. The Rockets go to the playoffs. He does not show up in the playoffs. A superstar player that was an MVP has had problems throughout his career in the playoffs. And I don't want to hear about the season because the regular season means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. Because when you get into the playoffs, that's when you press. That's when you play a half-court game. And the games completely slow down. We have seen this. Golden State is a fast-paced team throughout the regular season. In the playoffs, they're often slowed down. They can't run the ball up because they press. Teams start to press up. They want you to shoot the ball. They want to put you in positions where you're not comfortable shooting the ball. Now, obviously, Steph Curry could shoot it anywhere he wants, and more than likely he's going to hit it. But there are other NBA players and other NBA teams that can't do that. And the NBA has become a three-point league. Ask all those terrible shooters, a.k.a. James Harden, who can't hit a three if his life depended on it. James Harden's strength in his career is going to the hole and drawing fouls. He is the best in the NBA doing that. He also likes to travel. But half the NBA players do it too. LeBron James is the king of it. Honestly, if the Knicks don't have to give up any of their big players, R.J. Barrett, we know they're not going to trade Jalen Brunson. I wouldn't trade Julius Randle for him because you can use Julius Randle in another trade to get another piece. I wouldn't trade Mitchell Robinson because you can use him for another trade to get another piece. If you trade maybe, because it looks like the Knicks are not interested in bringing back Obi Toppin because he's not getting along with Tom Thibodeau. Maybe you move Obi Toppin and you're going to have to add a decent piece. Maybe Emmanuel Quigley. He's a good player. You're going to have to re-sign him this offseason, or you're going to probably lose him next season. If the Knicks decide to move those two players and draft picks to bring in James Harden, I would do it. Then you could take him. And if you decide you want him to play this year, you extend his contract. He's 34 years old. What are you going to extend it? 2 years? Donovan Mitchell in 2 years becomes a free agent at the age of 29. You part ways with James Harden. Maybe James Harden gives you a burst, gives you a little bit more offense off the bench. James Harden has been a six man before. He was a pretty good one. Maybe you bring him off the bench as your six man, and he leads your second team offense. That would make sense for the Knicks. Because then you have Hart and Harden running your second team. That gives you automatic offense. And with the NBA and the way the NBA works, you need automatic offense from your second team if your first team isn't hitting shots. But here's the problem. I don't know what Philadelphia is going to be asking for. Philadelphia gave up a significant amount to get James Harden. They did. And James Harden, even last year in the playoffs, he shot more than he should have. James Harden comes to New York. He goes to the Clippers. He is going to be a third option. That's what he's going to be. On the Knicks, he's probably a fourth option if Julius Randle stays there. He's going to have to understand he is not the guy. He's not the second guy anymore. And he's probably not the third guy. Is he willing to do that? That's the question. I don't think so. And that's why maybe the Knicks need to stay away from him. Because you bring a cancer to this team. The way the team played this year, they went to the second round. They played Miami hard. They lost against Miami, but they destroyed the Cavaliers in the first round. You want the momentum going into the season next year where you have the confidence that you can do it again with the players that you have and maybe adding a player here and a player there that's going to give you enough offense that's going to help you get over the top this year.